Dramatic video captures the moment a 7-year-old girl was abandoned by a smuggler in California after being lifted over the U.S.-Mexico border fence.
Yeah, you can see the girl clinging to the smuggler's back as he climbs over the 30-foot-tall fence and lowers both of them to the ground in the United States, in fact. The child from El Salvador underwent a welfare check and was transported to a processing center for a medical evaluation.
Welcome back to American Agenda. This video magnifies the problems authorities are facing at the southern border.
Joining us now to discuss, Georgia Representative and member of the Homeland Security Committee, Andrew Clyde. Congressman, how do we fix this?
Well, Bob, thank you for having me on. Mercedes, thank you as well. You know, President Trump's policies were working, and were working very well. Everything changed on January the 20th when Biden was inaugurated, and things have become disaster after disaster after crisis ever since then. And if we would go back to the Trump era policies, to the Remain in Mexico policy, to maintaining Title 42, if we would continue to build the wall, like, you know, you saw the video of over $100 to $120 million of border wall panels just laying in the Rio Grande Valley, rusting away, not being put up like has been required by law. If we would go back to those policies, we wouldn't have this issue. But this is Biden wanting an open border, wanting our country to be less secure. You know, if we don't have a secure border, we don't have a secure country. And this is just unconscionable that the president and his minions, Secretary Mayorkas, and the people at the top are doing this to our nation. They are not putting America first. They are putting illegals first. And then the latest that came out was a memo from September the 30th from Secretary Mayorkas that is basically saying, hey, you know, if you're in the country illegally, even if you have a criminal record, as long as we don't think it's really bad, then you can stay. I mean, that's just unconscionable. That policy goes into effect on November the 29th. That's inexcusable.
Will you all be able to do some more congressional investigations or hearings in terms of learning more as to what we're seeing at the border? We know another caravan is coming our way. We saw thousands of Haitian migrants under the bridge in Del Rio. And we saw in August, the month of August, over 200,000 illegal immigrants were apprehended. What can Republicans do? I know you're not in power, but what can you do in Congress to put pressure on the Biden administration?
Mercedes, you're absolutely right. We had over 200,000 in July, over 200,000 come in August. In fact, Mayorkas is warning the Border Patrol to expect anywhere from 350 to possibly 400,000 coming in October when things get a little cooler on the border, temperature-wise. I'm also a part of the Oversight Committee, and we have asked to have hearings that would examine these issues, but the Democrats don't want that. They don't want us to continue to shine a light, and that's what we have to do. Shine a light on what's happening on the border. I'm thankful for the news media that is out there with their video, showing the Haitians under the bridge, showing them coming into this country. It's really bad when you have a double standard, and when those who come here legally have to have a negative COVID-19 test, but those who come illegally, they don't. They don't have to have a visa. They don't have to approval. They don't have to have anything. And it's absolutely a disgrace. And we have to get that message out to the American people. And then what happens is those vulnerable Democrats come 2022, we message to them and say, you're not going to be here anymore. We're going to take back the House, and we're going to stop this.
Okay. Congressman Andrew Clyde, thank you, sir, for joining us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
You bet.